Hi everyone and Happy New Year. I hope you're having an amazing start of the year. May all your wishes come true. May all your plans go exactly like you have been dreaming of. I wish you a lot of health and a lot of love. Now, in today's video, I'm going to talk about, like the title says, best makeup in 2023. I'm so excited about this video. I think it's going to be a long one because I have so many products on my desk. So, as usual, grab your popcorn or your carrots or whatever snack you like to have, some drinks, and let's get into it. I said makeup, but I'm going to talk a little bit about skincare. Some products, especially skincare, I do have at home, and it didn't cross my mind in the morning to bring them to the studio, although I knew I was going to film this video. So some of them I'm just going to put a picture here, and most of them I already have them. First product that I'm going to start with is this UNIVERSKIN Cleansing Olive Oil. This is mostly olive oil. It's a great product and it's gentle with your skin. The founder of UNIVERSKIN, you guys have met him if you have watched my video about 10 worst skincare mistakes, Dr. Harry Arampatzis. I trust him when it comes to formulation. He recommended this cleansing oil and he said, listen, I think you're gonna like it, and I do. I always come with a double step when it comes to my cleansing routine. So I use this and then I use the foaming cleanser from Shiseido. I'm gonna put a picture here because that's the one that I pretty much love the most at the moment. I've recently discovered it, but it was like love at first sight. I love that one. I really feel like it cleans my skin without stripping it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put a picture with that one here. Another product from UNIVERSKIN is this guy. This is a peptide mist. The exact name is Peptide Serum Mist. So this is super practical, especially if you live in a place where now you're turning on the heat, the air gets dry, and you feel that your skin is kind of tight. You could apply this as your first step in your skincare routine or as your last step, or you could just refresh your skin throughout the day. What's really great about this is that you don't need to like pat it in, you don't need to touch your skin. You could use this in the plane as well. I had a chat with Harry and he said that he's going to create a travel size version for this because I find that this is a little bit too big to carry in my bag. This is the multi-acid and retinoid brightening sleeping facial. Kind of like a wonder product. I couldn't believe how well this works. This is from Allies of Skin. You use this 3 nights in a row and you will see a brighter, smoother, just a more luminous complexion. 3 applications at night. I'm telling you, I've seen results from this, and I very rarely talk about skincare that really worked. As you can see, I mostly talk about makeup. When I find products, skincare that I really love, I share it with you, but I have a I don't really like to talk about skincare because I feel like the more I know, the more I realize how little I know, where I don't feel like that with makeup because that's where my expertise is. But with this product, I've noticed a big change in my skin, and I didn't even think it would be possible because I use so many actives on my skin. So this is a great one. 2 other products from Allies of Skin that I really like is the eye cream. I'm going to put a picture in here because I have it at home. It has amazing ingredients and it's not just hydrating. You know how I usually feel about eye creams? I feel like all of them, they're doing the same thing. They're just giving you a little bit of hydration and that's it. That one is doing more than that. It has really amazing ingredients that will fight the darkness, that will fight the light wrinkles that you have under your eyes. It's an amazing product. And the third one from Allies of Skin that I really love is their moisturizer. I'm gonna put a picture right here with the moisturizer. That is my go-to moisturizer every day. I use that and then I use my sunscreen. When it comes to sunscreens, I gravitate towards multiple sunscreens. I love the most these 2 products. So This one is from Summer Fridays, and it's like a milky texture. This is called Shade Drops, and it has SPF 30. And the second one is the SPF 50 Supreme Screen from Ultraviolet. Now, I was talking with Dr. Harry. Now, every time I have a problem with any type of skincare, I always have a chat with him, and he told me that these formulas, they're very, very lightweight. They're great because, you know, they're undetectable on skin. They're on nice textures, but they won't protect your skin for a long time. And I told him, but I cannot reapply my sunscreen. I just can't. And he suggested, at the beginning of the year, he suggested this powder. This is not the first time I try UNIVERSKIN SPF powder. They had another version that was colorless. And I was asking him, why don't you have that formula anymore, that colorless SPF powder? Because I think that one was universal. And he said that usually he formulates products for doctors' offices. And the thing is that, you know, people would come in a dermatologist's office and they would do treatments and they would leave the office being a little bit red, and the doctors requested tinted versions of this. So if there's one product that the dermatologist would put on your face after whatever treatment you would do, it would be a powder, an SPF powder or an SPF product. And apparently this is something that doctors requested and Harry delivered. And this is a really great powder. I just wish it would come in multiple shades, because this I can just apply on top of my makeup. It will not just mattify and blur the large pores, but it will also protect my skin. So it's also incredibly practical because of this brush. This is my second one this year. You will finish one, if you use it every day, you will finish a powder in like 6 months. So it's a lot of product, I would say. Another moisturizer that I was so impressed with is this one from Summer Fridays. This is called Rich Cushion Cream. So nice. What I like about this is the texture. It's rich, but it's not heavy or oily. It's a little bit less dense. Like when you feel it even between your fingers, it's a little bit less dense than the Allies of Skin. Allies of Skin, it feels like it has more substance. It feels like maybe it has more silicones in it. This is a clean formula from Summer Fridays for those of you who are interested in clean skincare. I like most of Summer Fridays skincare, but this one I find it really beautiful in terms of texture and how I feel, how it feels on my skin, how it feels under makeup. Love it. I had to talk about the Rescue Mask from Eve Lom, although this is definitely not a product that launched in 2023. This is on the market for, I don't know, maybe more than 10 years. This is a classic clay mask. For those of you who have blackheads or who have imperfections, or you just feel like your skin needs a deep cleanse, you will love this. This is my favorite mask to use whenever I feel like my pores are clogged and I just need a deep cleanse. Discovery that I've done this year, 2023, is the Mighty Patch, the original. I really did not believe in this. I thought this is such a gimmicky thing. So these are like little band-aids for your blemishes, for your pimples. And I happen to have a really ugly one on my chin, and this really worked. I don't know if it has like product on it or it just like makes it dry quicker. I don't know what it is. I didn't read much about it. I just used it and it's really working. What's really great about this is that you can apply it on your skin and also do your makeup on top of it. It's really undetectable. I love this guy. I know that there are I don't think it's from the same brand, but I know that there are now there are patches with like little stars or little hearts, and people gonna kind of like embrace their imperfections or like their pimples or whatever. I'm not having that type of confidence. If I have a pimple, I just wanna destroy it. I want it to be out of my face. Like, I don't want anyone to see it. I want it to disappear. Okay, I don't want to highlight it with a little star. But listen, there are people who are very brave and that just embrace their imperfections. I'm not there yet. I'm just not there yet. Okay, so that was, I think that's pretty much it when it comes to skincare. Oh, just one last product. Again, this is not new, but I've just recently restarted to use this. I remember this was one of my first product to purchase from Sephora France when I got to Paris. And this, the exact name of this is Crème Abricot. And this is a cute product for your cuticles. As someone that uses their hands a lot, and I do makeup on camera, I do videos for brands a lot of times, I have to have impeccable cuticles. And I have to admit, I have a really, really bad habit. I bite my cuticle. So I don't bite my nails, but I do bite my cuticle. And it's a really nasty habit, something that I hate to admit that I do, but it's the reality. This product is, easy to use, but I do have to admit, Dior has another one that I don't have it with me. It's in one of my bags. And it's not the one that I carry today. It has another one with a brush, you guys. You just press it, you just press on it, the product comes out, and it's just easier to use it only on the cuticles. This is actually supposed to strengthen your nails, but I only use it on the cuticles, and it's really working. It's really working. It makes them less dry and I bite them less. I have a lot of complexion products that I wanted to talk about, and I was thinking, how about if I choose just one from each category? I cannot. I cannot because they're so different, and I cannot be as selfish as to choose one product that suits me the most, because I always like to think about us, this community here, as a whole, not just like one single formula. That's why you will see me giving you all these details about products, so that you have the knowledge on choosing what's right for you. So I'm going to do my best in describing why I like all of these and who are the people that would benefit the most from these. Like, let me start with Makeup by Mario. Makeup by Mario is a product that I've said it before. It's like a two-in-one product. It's like a brightener. Imagine Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury mixed with a foundation. So it has that pearly finish to it. It's glowy, it has medium coverage, it's very stretchy, almost a bit too glowy if you have oily skin. If you have oily skin and if you're looking for something that you will not have to powder too much, this is not your guy. This is for someone who is looking for really like extra brightness, extra luminosity, because of that pearly finish that I was talking about. And also, I think that people who have very large pores and a lot of acne scars, I'm not sure you're going to adore this, because again, the pearly finish can make, in certain lights, I have to put it out there, in certain lights, it could make your skin look worse. Okay, I would say this is for normal skin type. For people who have combination skin, the max, but not, like I said, not oily, this is great if you are mature skin. For the majority of people, I think you're going to love this. Also, the color range, I think it's great. They do tend to be a bit warm. Even the cool shades, they're still warm to me. A foundation that is mostly for dry, mature, or for people who want that incredibly luminous foundation, almost like a mix between a foundation and a serum, is this one from DANESSA MYRICKS. This is called Yummy Skin Serum Foundation, and it has my heart. This foundation is so good, so good. I wish they had more colors available. I bought more colors when I was in New York, but Still, I don't, they're very, very warm. All of them, they're very warm. I couldn't find a shade that is truly cool because I wanted to get this in my kit because this is plastic, so it's very lightweight. I was thinking, oh my God, this is perfect for my kit. I also like the applicator. It's just simple, not the most not the prettiest one, but it's simple, and for a makeup artist this is just great. So yeah, this product is great, has amazing coverage. It just has this ability to cover everything without leaving traces of foundation. If you use this, use less skincare. Now the two other foundations that I wanted to include in today's video is one is from HAUS Labs. Wow, this is so good. So thin, thinner than these two, believe it or not. Although this is a serum foundation, so it's pretty thin. I find that this, by the way, this is what I'm wearing today. This is so amazing in terms of color range, in terms of texture, the finish. The finish is like a soft matte. It dries, but not all the way, which is perfect. They really nailed it when it came to this formula. I love it. And I think most people love the packaging, the fact that it is in a glass bottle. I personally hate it. Hate it because it's too heavy. So if I want to have this in my kit in the original packaging, a nightmare. So I never have this in my kit. You will see me using this a lot because it's in my studio. It's for my it's for my heart. So yeah, I think a lot of you, if I would have to pick one from all of them that would be like the most versatile, it would be this one and the new reformulated Lancôme Teint Idole Ultra Wear. This is one fantastic foundation available in 50 shades. This is everything you dreamed of if you like coverage. This is not like a supernatural invisible. No, 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 no. This is a foundation for those of you who want to have beautiful, even skin tone, who want to have a foundation that lasts all day. You don't have to touch up your nose, your chin, or whatever. This is really, really good, super long lasting. And I wanted to mention it in this video because obviously it was released in 2023. And also it's a great, like I said, it's a great formula, great colors available. Let's move on to concealers. I tried my best to only talk about 4, although everything else that I've mentioned on my YouTube channel or my Instagram, and you've seen me using and reusing multiple times, I still love. But I if I had to choose 4 of them, then you know I would be choosing these for 2023. Remember, the first one I'm going to talk about is the latest one that I got, the one from HAUS Labs. I'm wearing it right now. My shade is 11 Light Neutral. Really great, really, really great. I like it because it's creamy but not over creamy where it's like going to slip and set into the fine lines. Here's what happens with concealers. If they're too creamy, they're going to crease. If they're too dry, they're going to crease. So you have to have the right formula for this product to not crease. But I have to say, this is not going to be the same for everyone. So for me, at this age, at this stage in my life, this is working great, okay? And also it's the right amount of coverage that I want, that I need. Another one that I really like is the Makeup by Mario. This is a really, really good concealer. I think these two are very, if I had to choose one of them, I couldn't. I just found my perfect shade on HAUS Labs, which is 11, and I couldn't find my perfect shade on Makeup by Mario. I to get the right shade, I have to mix 160 with 180. So yes, that's a little downside for me, but this is I think this is called Serum Foundation High-GLAM Concealer from NATASHA DENONA. I love this because it's so thin and it dries with this finish that almost you do not need powder. I will powder because I personally love powder. But if you use the right amount, if you spread it, I think that you need either the minimum amount of powder or no powder at all. I love this product. For the days when you don't want to wear too much makeup, for that very, very natural look, for when you're wearing the skin tint and you're looking to have just a little bit of brightness under your eyes, or something that will cover your under eyes but not fully, because it doesn't have crazy coverage, I would go with Makeup Forever HD Skin. Stretchy, natural looking, beautiful on every skin type. Every single person that I've tried this concealer on loved it. It looked amazing. If you have dark circles and if you're looking to completely erase them from your face, it's not going to work with just this. A product that I've bought from New York when I was in New York and I really loved it was this palette. This is the Makeup by Mario Master Eye Prep and Set. And I got the light one and it's really great. I like this shade. This is too light for me. But this one and the powder combined, ooh, love it. Because sometimes my under eyes are very dark. I don't know if it has something to do with the time of the month or just a lack of sleep or not. I don't know what it is, but sometimes my under eyes are just very, very hard to cover with just a concealer. If you need a color, because this is a color correcting palette, the way you would tell if you need a color correcting product or not is like this. When you apply your concealer, do you feel like it's not doing its job, like it doesn't hide enough, like you still see darkness, or sometimes you might even see that your concealer is a little bit gray or even a little bit green even? You need to color correct. And this is what this palette is doing. You use the color correcting first, then you come with your concealer, and I promise you, be gone dark circles. Okay, this is all Complexion. Nothing new when it comes to powders. Listen, I still use these two. I have a lot of powders that I use. I use the one from Milk. I use the one from, there's one from Chantecaille that I love. There's one from Sisley that I love. It really depends on my client, or it depends on my mood, or depends on the finish that I'm trying to get. But on a daily basis, for just like the classic glam or like everyday makeup, these two powders are fantastic. I like to use Prisme Libre number 3 because it's slightly pink, rosé, from Givenchy, under my eyes, perfect for the under eyes. And I like to use Huda Beauty. The shade Cupcake is the one that's suitable for my skin tone. All over the face with a powder puff or with a brush. It really depends. But this is gold. This is really, really that good. Mattifies. If you have oily skin, get the Huda Beauty. You're going to be hooked forever. I got all of these products. I realized that I bought in New York. Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. These are new. I think these were launched this year. And then Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector. So these two are two completely different products. Do not be misguided. So this one, the Skin Enhancer, is a cream product. And this other one, this is a powder. I find that this is beautiful. It gives you that bronzer. It gives you that beautiful warmth on the skin without being too warm or too red or too orange. It's just the perfect shade. And it's not matte, which I love from a bronzer. I came across with a lot of similar products. This is great. Don't get me wrong. This is great if you are looking for just like a tinted, balmy, sculpting product. Like if you're looking for just a little bit of warmth on your skin, I suggest you this product. So let me take the shade Light Medium. Light this is. Look. Typically, I'll be honest with you, typically I like a bit more substance. This, I just like a little bit more substance. But this is an amazing product. Like I said, we are a community of beauty lovers, and I'm here to tell you about good stuff. And some of the products that I talk about, they're not that great for my needs because I can work with so many textures. So for me, this is a bit, like I said, a little bit too light in coverage. I just like something that has a bit more substance to it, like I've mentioned. But I think for, especially for those of you who love a very natural makeup look, the no makeup lovers, you love this. Just make sure that you use this first and then your foundation, concealer, and so on and so forth. If you've been watching my makeup videos, you know that I have a big admiration for this bronzer. This is from Chantecaille, Real Bronze in Serena. And I've mentioned before, you can see it from the packaging. I don't love it only for the amazing finish that it has, which is like this beautiful pearly but not too obvious finish. It's like this luminous glowy finish, but also the shade. The shade is amazing. Not too warm, not too red. It's just perfect. A little beigey, I would say. This is something that I am wearing today, and I love this product. Another one that is kind of like my secret weapon in my makeup kit. This is called Skin Illuminating Power Duo. This Moonlight. I think I use this a little bit. I use this as a finishing powder on pretty much everyone. I'm not joking. On pretty much everyone, including dark skin. I use them separate. I use them together as a mix. This is worth the money. I bought this a while ago, and it's always in my kit. Listen, it's always in my kit. It has this, I don't know, it just catches the light differently. Also, the color, I find it fantastic. One product that I do not regret 1 second for buying, this Tom Ford. Of course, I still love and use the contour sticks from Westman Atelier, but I've talked about these so many times that I don't think that you need to hear about it again, because this is not a new product. But if you're looking for something easy to contour with, Westman Atelier, these two, wow, amazing. I use truffle and biscuit all the time. They're my go-to shades in my makeup kit and also for myself. Let's talk about blush. Oh, I have the Rare Beauty ones. I use it all the time. And this particular color, Happy. For myself, and not only, I think it's an easy pink. It's like the universal brightening, making you happy kind of pink. It's a great color, really great. I know it's not new, but I still use it. The two blushes that I've started to use a lot this year was this one from Armani Beauty. This is in shade 11. How I love this blush. For the second part of the year, I was more into powder blushes. Of course, I still love the Valentino ones, but we're all bored of me raving about them. And besides that, I kind of stopped using them, and I was more into like this texture, this color. Valentino has one. Valentino has a very similar one. Very similar shade with this. Number 9. So good. It looks very light, right? But I promise you, when you apply it, gorgeous. Gorgeous. That perfect amount of peach and pink, obviously for light skin tones and for fair skin tones. So these two are, wow, so good, along with all the shades from Rare Beauty. The only thing about the Rare Beauty, though, I would have to say, do not use it the way you see it on social media. The way you see people applying is like doing these like huge dots on the face. I promise you, you're going to literally look like a clown if you're using it like this. The way you want to apply this product is the smallest quantity ever if you apply it directly on your skin. If not, get it on the back of your hand, use a brush, saturate the brush with the product, and then apply it on your face. It's so much more forgiving. It's easier, and it's just more hygienic as well, because you're going to apply this on top of your foundation. So you're going to take a little bit of product with you as soon as you touch the skin. Long story short, use it with caution and not directly on the skin because it has crazy pigment. This Gucci, I forgot about this Gucci. This Gucci, particularly this color, Silky Rose, #1 Silky Rose. Again, the sweet pink. That pink that will make you look sweet. If you're looking for like a sweet, everyday makeup that will give you that youthful look, this is your blush from Gucci. Now let's talk about eyes. And I have a few cream eyeshadows that I love to use. I think that if you are a beginner, and not, like you don't have to be a beginner to use this. This is a cream eyeshadow from Merit, and I believe a lot of you would love because of how easy and simple this product is. Cream eyeshadow, you apply it with a brush or with your fingers, and it will transform into this soft matte finish. It's easy. It gives you a little bit of color. It's not overwhelming. A lot of cream eyeshadows are overwhelming because of how much pigment they have. This has pigment, but just I feel like the colors they formulated so beautifully, so like everything is so muted. It's not like over the top. It could be great on its own or as a base for other eyeshadows. I think the ones that I use the most are Vachetta and Studio. One is more on the peach. Vachetta is more warm, and Studio is more on the pink side. So I think these are going to be like the ones people would love the most. Single eyeshadows, this is not new, but I've just started to use the Moon Dust single eyeshadows from Urban Decay. These are like, it's just fairy dust. This is how I would describe this. It's like fairy dust. It's so beautiful. These two shades, Space Cowboys, like this taupey glittery. I'm going to link here a video where I've used this so you can see it exactly. But this is so gorgeous, and it doesn't really have a color. You could apply it on top of many eyeshadows or directly on bare eyelids. This is Cosmic. I feel like if you have Fenty Diamond Bomb in How Many Carats, you don't need this. That product is just wow. I've always loved that product. I've always raved about it. This is very similar. If you're looking for, you know, a smaller version to it, this is it. Another product that I love as a base, I use this all the time in my kit. This is from a brand called Galactic, and they have the best, and I'm telling you, the best nude cream eyeshadows, and they're the easiest to use. It gives you enough time to blend. They have amazing shades available. Did you see how easy I just blended this and how it just went seamless with just you know, a few movements? I'm telling you, this is great. And once it sets, it will not move. One really high performing product is this. It comes in different shades. I only brought one shade to show you what it looks like. Another one that I really like is this one from Nabla. Ooh, this one from Nabla is also incredibly good. This is more satin, it's a little bit more soft, it's a little bit more creamy. It feels like you have a very thin cushion when you blend it. I love this as well, but I know Nabla is not available for everyone. It's more like for Europe. I thought, you know, Galactic is more for US. This is how I would recommend. If you live in Europe, I would recommend you Nabla. If you're in the United States, I would recommend you Galactic. These cream shadows from Armani, hello, gorgeous, gorgeous. Do you see the shine? And it doesn't really have color. It's just like this gorgeous, crazy shine. I love this. It comes in many shades. And I have them all in my makeup kit. They make great eyeshadow toppers. Sometimes I would take a very small brush, like a super thin eyeliner brush, and I would dip it into this and create a very nice, beautiful eyeliner at the base of the lashes. Multiple ways you could use this product. I love it. You could also use it as highlighter, use it on the eyes, on the lips. I would say 10 out of 10 for me, this product. Also, when it comes to eye, wow, this is a 2023 launch. The Lisa Eldridge, what is it called? Seamless Glide. You will be completely blown away by these pencils. If you're like me and you love cream everything for your eyes, I don't know if you've noticed, I much rather use a cream eyeshadow or a pencil on my eyes than eyeshadow, like the typical eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow, but you know, it has its time and its place. But for every day, I just love to use either pencils or cream eyeshadows. I just find them that on my skin, it just looks a lot more natural. These are wow. Do you see the glide? Amazing. They are long lasting. Like if you are going to put it on, let it dry, it won't move. Is it the most long lasting eye pencil that I've ever used in my entire? No, it's not. There are others on the market, but they will not have this glide, this consistency, this creaminess. Listen, you have to pick, okay? This is still long lasting. Don't get me wrong. It's super long lasting. But like I said, it's not the most long lasting pencil I've ever used in my entire life would be this one from WonderSkin. This is called 1440 Long Wear Eyeliner. This also has a beautiful glide. I like to use the brown, it has like a beautiful gray with shimmer, and the black. The black is the one that I use the most in my kit because I can rely on that product. It's just that good. So yeah, if you're looking for something that is super long lasting, but it's like basic, it doesn't have, you know, out of the ordinary colors, this is your guide. When it comes to Lisa Eldridge, you know, you can tell she's a makeup artist, so her colors are different. They're just different than everything you'll find on the market. Very similar, you know, they're actually very similar with Victoria Beckham Kajal Satin Liner, which you guys know I am truly a fan of, but that's not a 2023 product, and I wanted to feature this one because it's newer. Victoria Beckham does have this pencil that you wouldn't think much of. This is the realistic one. This is the one that out of everything that I've tried the Chantecaille, I've tried the one from Tools, I've tried Makeup for. This is the one that is the most realistic and the one that is really going to make your eyes look bigger, brighter without the weirdness. So, Victoria Beckham, guys. This eyeliner, I had it in my kit. I had to open my kit, and I hope I'm not going to forget it on this table. This is the one that I use the most on my clients because it's the most long-lasting, this Benefit one. Extreme Precision Liner. This is not a 2023 release, but I had to mention it because I don't think I've mentioned it in other videos. I don't use it as much for myself. I prefer a tip that bends a little bit more than this, although this one is pretty amazing. The reason why I like this a lot is because of how black it is. This is like super black, and the longevity. You apply this in the inner corner, it's not going to move. I love. I don't have much for the eyebrows. I use this more and more. Kush Fiber Brow from Milk. Really good. I feel like it adds hair where I don't really have in my eyebrows. It's just really, really good. The color that I use the most is Dutch. It's a bit dark, but I like to use this and use nothing else. So if I'm going to mix it with a pencil, I'm not going to use Dutch. I'm going to use something lighter or warmer even. But if I'm going to use it on its own, I'll use Dutch. And this is the product that I always have in my personal makeup kit. I don't always use pencil, I don't always use a brow powder, but I will always use this because it's just working for me. The only mascara that I am going to feature is Lash Clash because we're friends. It comes in black, brown, and blue, and I'm convinced there is no other mascara as good as this on the market. I have so much eye makeup that I just loved this year. I think I've used more makeup than the previous year, and of course, because in my first year being a mom, which was 2022, I barely used makeup. I mean, I was doing it for the gram and for YouTube, but on a regular basis. So 2022 was the year when I kind of went more into skincare, and then 2023 I kind of went back to the roots, back to makeup, and there were so many good things, so many eye products that I was excited about. And I'm going to start with a palette that currently I am the most excited about, and that is the Ethereal Eyes from Makeup by Mario. Of course, I think this is everyone's favorite. It is my favorite because it reminds me of my most loved palette of all time, which is NARS Wanted. To this day, I think there is no greater palette than the NARS Wanted palette. Everything, the color combination, the texture of that palette was impeccable. And this is just as good as that one. I've used it quite a lot since I got from New York, and you guys know I've only been to New York at the beginning of December, and I bought it from there, from the Sephora, and I think this is a great palette to have. No matter your skin tone, no matter your eye color, you're going to love this palette. Another palette that I also really like, I bought it from Cult Beauty this year, and I kept it in my kit and used it a lot. Especially, I have to say, I use this a lot, especially for medium dark skin tone. Like whenever I have to do makeup for Amina and we're doing soft glam, or we're doing just like beautiful neutral eyeshadows, these are her colors. I'm gonna put a picture with Amina. I did her makeup many times during Fashion Week, actually, to be precise. I did 6 makeup looks, and I only have 1 picture from 1 look. This is what happens when you become friends with with your clients. I don't care too much about taking the picture of my makeup. I just want her to go and be present. Oftentimes, you know, she can be late because she has multiple shows to attend, so I'm like, just go. I don't need the picture. But yeah, this is the palette that I use a lot on her. I think that if you are very fair, this is too much for you. It's too much pigment, it's too dark, and it's too warm. But if you're light, medium dark, and darker, you're going to love this. This is called Major Dimension eyeshadow palette, but I do not know which major dimension because I think he has like a number 1 or 2. Anyway, I'm going to put the link of this exact one in the description. I like it because you've got 2 creams, and then all of these are mattes and all of these are shimmers. So if you, even like if you don't know much about makeup, let's just say you are super fair, you're looking for something light, you're just going to use this as your base, a little bit of this, and then top it up with this. Easy. It's so easy to work with this palette. Actually, you know what? I have to mention something. Rabanne Beauty. Rabanne launched their beauty collection this year. I went to their launch in Paris. I promised myself I would never go to any events after that event. Not because it wasn't beautiful, but it's just like I don't like events. I just don't like events. I don't have friends in the industry. Most of the makeup artist friends that I have, they're in the United States or in UK. I don't have a lot of people that I hang out with from my industry in Paris, so I often feel incredibly lonely at these events. That's why I almost never attend any of them. But I went to Rabanne because I knew the PR. I wanted to be anyway. However, their eyeshadow palettes are stunning. You guys, their eyeshadows are one of the best on the market. NATASHA DENONA style or even better. Like, for example, this eyeshadow, not all of them have the same consistency. I have to tell you that. For example, this one, the gray, wow. It's like touching butter and it's liquid metal. If you are looking to get like the glossy, the most like shimmery glossy effect on your eyelids, you're going to use this. I just broke this one. I pressed it back, but I think it's going to break again. This is the mini palette All Lights on Me. You wouldn't think much of this, huh? I'm telling you, liquid metal. It's so good. Let me show you. I did swatches of these many times for you, but if you're new, look at this. And I didn't even use a lot. Let me show you the gray. I promise you, I didn't even use that much. Guys, eyeshadows are insane. Also, this palette is stunning. Let me show you this. This is still beautiful, but is not as creamy as the other two that I just showed you. I took too much. It's so highly pigmented and very hydrating and very glittery and very shiny and super nice. Everything I would want from the eyeshadow you can find at Rabanne Beauty. I love that the product really represents the brand, because when I found out that a fashion brand does makeup, I was like, oh my god. But they did a great job, I think. Also, the lipsticks are pretty good. I haven't tried many of their products, but for sure the eyeshadows I'm impressed with. This is from Clé de Peau, and in here there are actually 6 different eyeshadows, eyeshadow palettes. So all this, each 4, they are normally like this, right? But courtesy of Clé de Peau and Benjamin Puki, they sent me these depotted. They created these especially for makeup artists. Deepak Chopra. If you do not follow Deepak Chopra, oh, you're gonna hate me for telling you her account, because now all you're going to watch all day long is going to be Deepak Chopra. She depots makeup for makeup artists. This is what she does. She lives in LA, and all day long she has a huge team now. She depots makeup so that makeup artists do not carry 50 kilograms of makeup, because you know makeup can be super heavy. So imagine I have 6 different eyeshadow palettes in one palette, and she uses these ones from Mayo. I tried to buy them in Paris, but guess what? They do not send their products to Europe. I was so upset. So now I have to ask a friend to ask a friend to ask. Anyway, if you're looking to depot your makeup, these are the best. During Fashion Week, I use this the most. the most. I have two of them. This is the palette where I keep all my neutrals, but then I have another one where I keep all the like the pops of colors. I use this a lot. I use this a lot. I use this like the eyeshadows from Clé de Peau. I didn't know they are this good. I didn't know. So therefore, I have to say thank you to Benjamin Puki, who is the makeup artist, the global makeup artist for Clé de Peau. He gifted this to me. Another eyeshadow palette that I love that is available for everyone is I Need a Nude palette from Natasha Denona. I did not think I needed a new nude palette in my life until she came out with this palette, and I'm like, I need a nude eye palette. And I bought this, and I'm happy I did because it's beautiful. She has another eyeshadow palette, Glam, I think. And I thought, oh my god, that is a great nude. But it's kind of, everything goes very, very warm. And for my light medium skin tone, I sometimes don't like to go that warm all the time. So for me, this was like a really great addition. This goes more into cooler, pinkier tones. So if you need another nude palette, which I'm sure you already have, this is a great one. I didn't think much of this. When I received it, I was like, sultry. I already have it. But this mini version, it has everything I would normally use on a regular daily basis. Like, I'm filming this in 2023, you realize that, right? And I'm going to go on vacation in Portugal, and I need to take some good makeup, right? Because I'm gonna do full glam on New Year's. Guess what palette I'm going to take? Why? Because it has black, and I love to have black in a palette. And also it has a lot of light colors, which I love. For my eye shape and my eye color, I love to use a combination between black and lighter shimmery shades. So I love to use black at the base of the lashes, so you know I have eyes in the pictures because my eyes are so small. So if I don't use black, it's like non-existing. And then I have to use something light on my eyelid, on my mobile eyelid, because if I use something that's too dark, it's not always great. It's not always great. Like, this is the maximum darkness I could do for my eyes. This is the max. That's it. So yeah, this is the eyeshadow that I'm going to take with me. I really love it. It has the perfect combination between the mattes and the shimmers and the shades that I personally use. The last, I promise you, the last eyeshadow palette that I'm going to talk about is this one. I received it like 2 weeks ago from Charlotte Tilbury Beautyverse. And of course I'm wearing it today because I couldn't help myself. What is it about Charlotte Tilbury that makes me want to just like throw my money on them? What is it about this brand that makes me want to buy everything? Like, is it the same with you? And since the beginning of time, you guys, I know, but you might be thinking, oh, it's marketing. Oh, it's right now their marketing is so aggressive, and they do have the budgets to, you know, to invest in all of these amazing models and Kate Moss and like, but I was a lover, a true Charlotte Tilbury lover since the beginning of time when they didn't have that much budget and they didn't even have that many products. And I remember that I would get them either from Net-a-Porter or in my very rare occasion when I would travel to US, I would always go to Nordstrom and I would just spend all of my money at Nordstrom getting Charlotte Tilbury products. And this palette makes no exception. If they wouldn't have sent this to me, I would have bought this. Do I have every single one of these shades already? Yes, I do. But do I still want this? Yes, I do. I want this. This is so good. So I was using a combination. So I have this all over my eyelid. I have this right here and like here. And then I have this on the mobile lid. Maybe I'm going to put a video on how I've created this look because I filmed it. But of course I mixed it with a black eyeliner and brown pencil at the base of my lashes. But just so you guys know, I'm sure you have something similar. But yeah, this is the newest palette from Charlotte Tilbury, the Beautyverse, and I'm I'm happy I have it. I think we're done. We should be done with eyeshadows because I have a ton of lipsticks that I needed to talk about. I don't use a lot of highlighters. Between me and you, the highlighter that I use the most is this. This is from Victoria Beckham, and I adore this product. It's the type of product that will not melt my makeup. I like it because it's easy. I could apply it with my fingers. It doesn't have any color. It's just a beautiful sheen. This is where I've applied it. A little bit here and a little bit here. Adore it. Adore this product. Deep skin tone, this would work. I could have fair skin tone, this would work. It just makes my life easier, honestly. So it's a great highlighter. Rare Beauty has a really good one. I broke it. I don't know if it was launched in 2023. I don't think so. Or maybe it did. It's a great one. But the product is so soft. Like the powder is so buttery, so soft, and it has a lot of pearls in it that it's easy to break. Just like the Rabanne. Same with the Rabanne. So when the powder is incredibly soft, it's very easy for them to break. Let's move on to lips. Let's start with lip liners. When it comes to lips, for me, there's no brainer. It has to start with lip liner. If I use just a lip balm, it has to start with a lip liner. Lip liner is such an underestimated product, and there are two brands that I use on repeat. There are many brands that I use, but two of them in particular have made it to like top list when it comes to lip liners. The first one, of course, no brainer, Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm gonna show you my 4 favorite shades from Anastasia. And the second brand is Vive. And I've discovered it randomly in Harrods. And I was hooked. I was hooked immediately. Let me show you. First, let me show you Anastasia Beverly Hills. The shade that I used most is Deep Taupe. Where's Deep Taupe? Deep Taupe is this one. They're all going to look the same for some people. So this is Deep Taupe. This is the shade that I adore. Adore. It works with so many skin tones in combination with so many nude lipsticks. The second one would be Mocha or Mocha. This is warmer, softer. It doesn't have that coolness to it. I know for some people it looks the same. It's not, okay? A third one would be Cool Brown. Cool Brown is a very warm brown. If I would do makeup, I haven't done her makeup yet, but I will, I'm sure. Lori Harvey. She's so beautiful, right? And she loves a good glam. On Lori, I would use this color or something with the same undertone but darker. I love this shade. I also use this on Amina Muadi. I'm giving you these examples so you understand the skin tone, okay? Because they are darker skin tones than me. And then the fourth one that I use a lot is Hazelnut. Oops. Well, there it goes. Hazelnut is like not as cool as Cool Brown, and not as dark. It's completely different color. Something that would go really beautifully with people who have olive skin tone, like medium skin tone with olive undertone. Gorgeous. And then let me show you the Vive ones. Let's start with Bark. This is Bark. It's very similar with Cool Brown from Anastasia. And then Velvet Sands. This is the one that I use the most on me. Velvet Sands and Bark are the ones that I use the most on myself. This is so gorgeous. And the last one is Brat. This is more on the pink side. I think a lot of people with light skin tone or a fair skin tone would love this. So yeah, these are the ones that I use the most. Now, when it comes to lipstick, oof, oh God, there are so many I love. This is a new discovery. This one is from Dior, and I made a mistake in the past to look at the case right here, and I set the color wrong. But this is a separate case you would buy. It's not the original case that comes with this lipstick. Jardin Doré. It means golden garden. You wouldn't think much of this on my hand. I'm telling you, like this is unbelievable. This lipstick is wow. So, in my opinion, this is one of the greatest discovery when it comes to nude lipstick. It's like, it's a nude, but it gives me like the 90s, that shimmery, warm, brownish, light. One lipstick that I wouldn't even bother. This is out of stock. From Dior. It comes in different shades. I only have these two. It looks like the classic liquid lipstick from Dior, but it's glittery. I'm going to put a video with this lipstick. I'm blown away by how gorgeous it is. I adore it, adore it. A very beautiful formula lipstick. I'm going to again add a video here, is the new Lip Maestro Satin from Armani. Reminds me of the typical Korean lipsticks. Do you guys know that the brands, the Korean brands, they have this sort of like lightness to it. They have this sort of weightless finish and sensation to it. This is how I feel about it. It's light, but it covers the lip. It's like a lip stain between a lip cream and a lip stain. Gorgeous formulas and also beautiful colors. Another product from Dior is this guy. I love all lip products from Dior. Dior is my guilty pleasure. Whenever I want to get something for myself that's chic. This is like the liquid version of this. And it's plumping. So as soon as you apply it, it has a refreshing, minty, a little tingly sensation on the lips. I love this guy. I love this guy so much. Another one that I loved this year is Queen Musia. Queen Musia has really beautiful formula for lipstick. They only have two products. They have a mascara and the lipstick. And lipstick, especially the color Montreux, when I wear this, it doesn't work with this makeup, but when I wear this, I always get questions. Look at this shade. And it's matte, but like a soft matte, you see? I think they're out of stock. Every single color. They had 6 shades for their lipstick, and I think it's out of stock since a couple of months ago. But I wanted to mention because it's a small brand, and they really did amazing with the lipstick, especially. I love the lipstick. When it will be back in stock, I will let you guys know, hopefully sooner than later. My newest obsession, and everyone that I introduce to this product, this is from Merit Lip Gelée, I think it's called. Everyone. I did the makeup for Natalia Vodianova in November for an event with Stella McCartney, and I've also used this on Amina recently, and they were both like obsessed. This is a simple product. It's like an easy product, but it's like applying water to your lips. Like, it plumps your lips without feeling like you're wearing anything. I love every single shade. They are all so good. Even the dark one, let me show you. Even the dark, like the super dark one, is still not crazy dark, and I'm telling you, They are stunning, all of them. And super comfortable on the lips. Like you just wanna add more just because it's just so comfortable to have it on the lips. It feels like water, but when you do this, you realize it's a very hydrating product actually. I usually don't like when a product becomes so hip immediately. So when I received it, I'm like, I don't know. Let's give it a try. This is the Peptide Lip Tint from Rhode. And I have to say, it's very good, it's very comfortable, and it just plumps your lips immediately. Like most, like this will plump your lips, this will plump your lips. I guess people love this also because it's very easy to use. And I was thinking when I received it, I'm like, this reminds me so much of a product. Not this one, the tinted version, but the classic version, the one that doesn't have the tint. I was like, what is the product? Immediately, I'm like, Summer Fridays. It's so similar with Summer Fridays. Summer Fridays is a product it didn't launch in 2023. The lip butter balm, I think it's called. So the original, the untinted, the clear version of the peptide lip tint from Rhode, it is incredibly similar with Summer Fridays lip butter balm. Yeah, so this is the Rhode and this is Summer Fridays. The difference is the size. And I feel like Summer Fridays is even more hydrating. No shade to Rhode. I'm just telling you my honest experience from using both of them. So this is a slightly lighter in, like, when you feel it on your lips, it's slightly lighter. This is more hydrating and it has more consistency. It has more substance. But they're very similar. And I think they're both incredibly popular because of also how easy it's to apply them. Like, you don't need a mirror. It does the job, right? The Summer Fridays one also comes in different shades. This now has different shades. I like all good hydrating lip products. I also love this. This is a recent discovery from Clinique. It's called Moisture Surge Lip Treatment. So good. And it's cute, small, chic. You could carry in your bag. Let me apply the Summer Fridays so you will see it has that super nice shine. Okay, I took off everything, including my lip liner. This is just clear. But do you see how it has that glass effect on the lips? This is probably my most favorite lip balm. Out of everything, this is probably my most favorite one. The most hydrating, the most beautiful on the lips, the most comfortable. No wonder people love it. Okay, and that being said, I think we came to an end. After 2 hours of raving about makeup, I think we came to an end. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel in 2023 and for always being here for me. I appreciate your time. I do understand that time is the most important thing that we can have. I know that people think, you know, different things are important, but for me, time is just the most important thing you could give me. So I appreciate it so, so much. Every minute, every second that you spend on my channel, it's highly, highly appreciated. I cannot thank you enough. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for this amazing community that we both built together. Thank you so much. I hope in 2024 I'm going to show you even more makeup. Maybe I'm going to introduce you to more skin tones and more skin types. Hopefully I'm going to be more organized in 2024 and I will be able to do makeup on models. This is something that I've wanted to do for a couple of years, but you know, life got in the way, so it was just easier to do makeup on myself. But this is something that I plan for 2024, so wish me luck. I would also highly want to go back to posting 2 videos a week like I would at the beginning of my channel, when I would post every Tuesday and Sunday, but you know, Eden happened, so we had to cut to 1 video a week. But again, this is another wish of mine, to go back to 2 videos per week, which means more makeup, more beauty content, and maybe a little glimpse of Paris here and there. As usual, everything I've mentioned you can find in the description down below. I would highly appreciate if you give me a thumbs up, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I know a lot of people watch this channel without being subscribed. It would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! This is an almost. You know what? And I know, and you know, the way you know, when you see it on the hand like this, like, it doesn't do much. I'm kidding, I know it's not. Whose stomach is doing this? Oh my god. Because it's pretty. This is what dreams are made of.